the pitch. Got him! Oh, what a performance from the mound today.
And you can't help feeling good for this guy. I mean, you gotta love it.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the show. I'm Live510. This is my official MLB 2K13 review. Let's get right into it. Now, first, I want to let you guys know that I am not here to trash this game. I'm not here to say that this game is absolute garbage. I'm going to let you guys know what I think of it, and you guys can make your own decision at the end. I will give a rating, but that's just based on, my personal opinion. So, start with the menus. You turn the game on, you pop it into your Xbox, you see the menu, you're like, is this 2K12 or is this 2K13? Menus are exactly the same. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it. It's easy to access everything. You can access your My Player, you can access your franchise, you can access your MLB Today season. It's really easy access. Nothing new in the menu part of it, which I don't have a problem with.
And he's in there at second base.
Let's jump right into the gameplay. Let's talk about the new gameplay, right? You would think. Well, I'll just talk about it and you guys can make your own decision about it. So, you jump right into a game. It's exactly the same as last year. They focus on a guy, they talk about him a little bit. They talk about the Blue Jays and the Angels, who you guys are going to see playing in this one. They have the same exact shot. They pull up the stats from last year. It's pretty much the same thing. I mean, they still have R.A. Dickey in the Mets hat. But last year's stats, obviously Gary Thorne introduces the guy, and then one of the two color commentators jumps in and talks about and gives them their 2 cents about the specific guy. Here they're talking about R.A. Dickey. Then obviously the lineups pop up. Pretty much the same. Obviously Josh Hamilton is there now in his Texas hat. And the stats have changed, but pretty much exactly the same shots and exactly the same animations. So again, nothing really has changed here in terms of the presentation graphics. They are exactly the same. Defensively, again, Gary Thorne says, let's look at the defensive alignment. And then they focus on a specific guy here. Jose Bautista focusing on him because he is the star of the Blue Jays. So obviously that's where you would go to talk about someone important. Breakpoint pitching in MLB 2K13, exactly the same as 2K12. If you play 2K12, you will have no problem with this. I know a lot of my subscribers have told me that they have had problems pitching. They say, "Oh, how do you pitch? I always get wild pitches." I will have a tutorial on that later on, but as of right now, just a quick little overview. You use the right stick in the specific motion that you want to throw the ball, whether it's a fastball or a curveball. The longer you hold it to begin with, the more power it is, and the accuracy that your thumb makes the motion determines the accuracy of the pitch. In terms of fielding, again, red, bad, green, good, yellow, it's alright. But you obviously don't want to smash the throw button. You want to take your time and don't want to throw errors, because errors lead to bad ideas. Let's look at the replays here. MLB 2K12, exactly the same as MLB 2K13. They just switched the logo. One thing I noticed was the interaction between these two guys. Obviously, last year it wasn't as fluid as it looked there, but really, I mean, it's pretty much the exact same replay. They switched it up, which you can't be mad at because they did only have a couple of months to make the game. Hopefully, next year, they can sit down and they can revamp everything. We can have our hopes, right?
What a dream season for R.A. Dickey. Cy Young winner, all-star starter. Really a great season.
Let's jump right into the commentary. It's pretty much exactly the same. They brought back something that I really liked that they did bring in a couple years ago, was that they talk about a guy and then they can go back to it. So let's, for example, here where they talk about R.A. Dickey, they talk about what a spectacular season for R.A. Dickey. He pitches a pitch, then they go back to it, and Gary Thorne brings in one of the color commentators. Usually it's Phillips. I've only heard Phillips' color commentary. I haven't heard Kruk yet talk about someone, but Phillips jumps in and gives him his 2 cents. It's extremely in-depth. They talk about whether it's R.A. Dickey or whether it's Albert Pujols, Mark Trumbo, you know, any type of person. And they also have something very, very interesting as well, that they really do bring up the aspects of specific guys on a team. So if you are a fan of the team, more than likely you will hear them talking about guys that maybe you followed, maybe you like, fan favorite type guys that not many people really knew about. So I think that's pretty cool if you're doing a franchise with your team and you start it up and you hear, you know, the main guys talking about your hometown grown heroes. I think that's kind of cool. They did not just make it specific for the stars, which I think is exactly right. So I'm going to sit back, listen to you guys, and just, you know, an example, hear them talk about Jose Reyes.
And the pitch from Weaver, too far inside. That'll go for a ball. For Reyes, another big part of last year was that he got to play a full season. No missed times for him. And Steve, that had been a problem for years.
Well, he stayed healthy, and when he stays on the field, he could be one of the most exciting players on offense and on defense. Look for him to excite Blue Jays fans this year.
Let's talk about moonshots. Pretty much the same exact animations, except for that now the fielder decides to run toward home plate every time you hit a home run. Doesn't really make sense. If you're going to make something automatically happen, at least make him run toward the wall. Obviously, they have little tidbits here. You see, after the pitcher gives up a home run, he's yelling into his glove, angry at himself. That's something that's pretty cool. Obviously, you want that because you see it when you watch a game. You know, you see the emotion when you watch a game. That's something that you want. When you sub out a pitcher, they cut down this cutscene extremely, which I am extremely happy about, because last year I wanted to see what the cutscene was about, and it literally lasted about 20 minutes. Okay, so I'm very, very glad they cut this down. They just got to it. And again, the cutscenes, you guys see the pitcher pointing the number 2 out to his fielder. Remind them, 2 outs. We have 2 outs. Little things like that are sprinkled all out in the game. Are they good? Sure. Are they something that I'm going to write home about? No, but they are something that, as a baseball fan, I like to see, especially when I don't have the opportunity or the ability or the financial means to drop all that money to get the show. And this is what we have to work with. Crowd noise is in full effect. You guys see the home fans really getting behind their team as I tie it up. I'm going to let you guys listen to this.
Up the middle. Oh, avoided the path of that ball. That was right up the middle. Was that ever close?
You get to find out about some young players. Mark Trump
hit up the middle. Oh, wow, that was close right there. He just managed to get out of the way. Throw is low in the dirt, and he is in. He scores.
So you guys see how the fans were standing up, and now that it's a 2-run difference, they're sitting down. There's no emotion anymore. They were screaming, they were yelling, and you heard the "aww" when it actually happened. So pretty good on the crowd noise, something that I've always been happy with this game. Alright, now let's jump to my player. This is something that I'm going to do series about. So if you guys are baseball fans, you guys are really interested in listening to me talk about baseball and listening to my voice every day, then definitely go subscribe to my channel. But let's talk about this mode that I'm going to be playing a lot of. It's, again, the same kind of cutscene here. They show all-stars in rookie-type situations in the minor leagues, and then say you hear Gary Thorne, and I think Kruk is in there as well. They talk about, well, you got to make your imprint. Everyone starts somewhere, and it's all determined on how much you want it, stuff like that. So it's exactly kind of the same message as before. You see the box and the black lining around it, exactly the same as last year. One thing is that they don't have those texts to say what role will you play anymore from the difference between last year and this year, but pretty much the exact same message here. But I'm not mad about that. I actually like this kind of cutscene. It kind of gets me juiced. It kind of makes me like, okay, David Price, I'm coming for that #1 spot. You know, I actually kind of like that. When you start creating your guy, you have all these different options. You can choose the helmet. There's no new options or anything like that, but there is the options that are already there. It's pretty in depth. Obviously, you can't, say, hey, well, I want to wear, like cut off sleeves and stuff like that. You can definitely customize your guy as much as you want, and you can choose different stance. Obviously, here, Hideki Matsui, they brought his things. He's still in there. Or you can go with Ichiro. They have all these different pre-made batting stances you can choose, or you can create your own batting stance. Again, not that in depth, but it's a good little wrinkle so that you can feel like you actually have your own little input in it. Player type, the exact same thing as player roles. You get to choose leadoff, speedster, slugger, clutch, whatever it may be. After you decide who you want your star to be, then you jump into this and it says message sender and regression. Basically, the GM or the manager will send you these pointless little messages that say, oh, well, congratulations on a big day. Wow, what a great game, or something like that. So, again, they don't really have that much significance, but it's a cool little wrinkle. Exactly the same presentation. You can also choose whether you want to switch positions, and when you choose to switch a position, just like last year, you can see who's your competition, who you really have to jump ahead of. Now let's talk about another cool thing that they added last year and they brought to this year was this new little MLB Today real season type thing where you get to play along with the team. So if that's something that if you're a really huge fan of your team and you want to play along with the actual team that's playing in the actual game at the actual time, everything is actually real, and you want to play that exact game, then this is the thing for you. You can only play the game that happened on the day that you are playing it, so you cannot play any other games. But if that's something that you like doing, playing along with your favorite team, then this is the exact right mode for you. Let's talk about the ratings. I'm only going to talk about one rating, you guys. Mike Trout. Guess how good he is. 99 overall. Triple Crown winner, 97. So you guys can take that as you will. So now that I've talked about it, let me give a rating. I'm going to give this rating a 7. And people are like, 7? Wow, you're crazy. I'm going to say this. For what it is, it's pretty good. I'm going to compare this to a game that a lot of you guys do play, which is Madden. Is Madden something that people are going to write home about? No. But it's a decent game for what it is. Obviously, this game isn't a show. It's not. Would I wish that it would be? Yes, but I have to deal with what it is. And for what it is, it's decent. It's exciting to play. It keeps me interested. It could just because I'm a huge baseball fan. I don't know. Alright, you guys, that's it. Definitely leave a like. Definitely subscribe. And follow me on Facebook if you want to talk baseball. If you think you can hang, definitely do this. I mean, my channel is all baseball at this point. So if you're a baseball fan and you play this game, or if you play this show, I'm open. I'm open if you want to throw that trash game. I can't even say that with a straight face. Yeah, so like I said, it's going to be my player up on my channel as well as franchise, so definitely go check that out. Thank you guys so much for giving me a chance watching this video. Live 5-0. And I'm out.